so I got crazy hair and all, and I just want to do another video where I am completing this look. So this is like an everyday day makeup. I didn't do my lipstick because we're gonna go in with a darker lipstick maybe, or a different shade, and then we want to create the eyes so that it looks more suitable for the evening instead of like, so we want to transition our day makeup into evening. That's what I'm gonna do. So this is the same eye look that I had created in the other video and did it the same way. So I want to do both eyes differently. So I want to make this eye look transformed into the 90s. So this eye is going to be definitely all matte. This eye is going to be just more traditional, so it's going to have more soft glam. I think soft glam is, no, we'll not do soft glam. Okay, so we're gonna do this eye just freestyle, so I have no idea what I'm gonna do. What I had used, so I had actually used all of these brushes. I had spot cleaned them with Cinema Secrets, and I have one brush here that I didn't clean. So this brush here is dirty, so I'm gonna show you how I clean it. So I'm just gonna spray it with micellar water, and then I have this makeup pad, and all I do is just rub the excess onto the pad here, and that almost cleans up the brush so you can reuse it, and it dries quickly. So there we go. And I might have to repeat this process again just so that it's completely clean. Don't mind my hair. I'm gonna take it down a little bit. So the last video that you saw of me blow drying my hair, that was the same hair, and I never washed it. So I wash my hair once a week, and I keep that hairstyle as long as I can, and I always tie it up in a bun. So I've had my hair in a bun for about 2 days, and yeah, you can see my hair looks crazy. So we're gonna see the big reveal when I put my hair down, and you're gonna see like a week's worth of hair that's grown out and not washed. Okay, so I'm just gonna get into makeup and wanting to go in with this palette here. So this is from e.l.f. and I really like their packaging. So I purchased another one of their, so I haven't used this, and so this is what it looks like when you purchase it, and then it has this plastic tab at the back here. So it's just less garbage, and you just pull the tab here, so hopefully you can see, and that's it. And then there we go. So there you go. So that's the packaging, and then now I can open it. So there we go. I really actually like these, and these are a whole lot easier to use compared to, so comparable to this. It's not comparable because this is expensive. And also like the eyeshadows in here are different, but I still would recommend these because this is so easier on my wallet. This is like over $30 Canadian, and this is $5 Canadian, so big difference. So what I'm gonna do is, for this 90s eye, I want to go into the deep shade here. So I'm gonna tap in with a pencil brush here, and I'm going to take in as much as I can, tap off the excess, and then I'm just gonna go and create a V at the outer corner of my eye. Just gonna really deepen it. And because I have hooded eyes, I'm going above the crease, so I'm gonna go right at my orbital bone here. So if you can see the orbital bone as I like stretch my skin, so you can see that part that sticks out. That's where I want to deepen it, just below the orbital bone. So every time I place eyeshadow on my eyes, I have to keep my eyes open. Otherwise, if I put anything in the crease, you're not gonna see it. So this white shade in the middle, like, you can't see it. Sometimes you'll probably see it, but like you can't see the majority of the shadow as I open my eyes. So there we go. So this looks like a big mess, and that's fine because we're gonna blend everything out. I'm gonna go in the bottom here as well, create a line, and I want to flick this out. Should actually zoom you in. Sorry, I should have done this earlier. Okay, sorry. So, just getting too excited and now I've made a big mess. So I just want to flick this out just a little bit, not so much. And now I want to go in with this fluffy brush. Sorry if you couldn't see anything. Okay, I'm going to blend everything out. So with the 90s makeup, it was more of like a polished, sleek look compared to the 80s. So I think it's a big jump from like the 80s to the 90s because you can see how clean, less shimmer, like there was almost no shimmer in makeup and it was always usually just matte. It's a bit patchy here. So it gets really patchy for me because if I have my eyes open like this, just relaxed, and it blends really well, but if I stretch my eyes, you can see all the patches. So sometimes I have to raise my brows when I blend the eyeshadows and when I apply deeper shades. So sometimes it's not the product itself, it's just, sometimes it's just you. So the last video that I made, I couldn't help saying so all the time. I didn't realize I say so all the time. Keeping everything here, and you can see everything looks snatched almost, so a lot more dramatic. And for the inner corner here, like for the last video we only used like a bone shade, but if you didn't have a bone shade you could probably use this from e.l.f. I'm gonna go in with a different palette here, and I want to go in with this brush here, this flat brush. It's a bit stiff and it's synthetic, so I really want to pack in this white shadow here. I want to try and lighten the inner corner here and just bring it out further. Just to open my eyes. So you can see this makes a big difference. This fluffy brush, I'm going to tap into the pink shadow here, tap off the excess, and then I want to go into the inner corner, almost into my nose. So this was actually really easy. And so if you find it that your eyeshadow isn't so blended with the rest of your look, you can go in with the pink eyeshadow over the areas we just went over with the deeper shade. And now, so I want to go in with this again, and I'm going to use this flat dense brush, and I'll go in the brow. So I didn't highlight my brows at all, and I never do because I have hooded eyes and I really don't like having them stick out even further, because if you can see, like, I have puffy eyelids and I don't like having it like looking so dimensional. I like having it resting back. Hopefully I'm making sense. I don't know. And so this is the completed look for this eye, and I'm gonna go in with this eye, and we're gonna do the same thing. So we're gonna tap in with the pencil brush here, go into the deeper shade, and we're gonna go on the outer corner as well. Tap off the excess because we don't want any fallback onto our eye bags. I kind of have mature eyes. Now I'm going to go in with the same fluffy brush. Blend everything out. I know it's not clean, but it still is going to be effective. I'm going to go in and fill in this side of the eye. So we're almost covering the mobile lid. I'm going to blend that out. And I want to go in with a shimmer. So I'm going to use this concealer brush, and I want to go in with, I actually don't want to go in with any of those shades. I actually want to go in with this gold shade here. Just digging in, and we're just going to make this, hopefully. So I'm gently putting this on because I can easily get fallback. I really like this. So I'm not wanting to make a true cut crease. I really want to just make this all blended out a little bit. So I might go in a little bit more with the pencil brush. I'm not going to dip into the eyeshadow. I'm just going to use the remaining excess on the brush and just softly. For here, I want this to be a little bit darker. I'm going to go in with the shadow here. So I'm going to go in with this shimmer, flip the brush around. So I'm going to go in. I want to go in the outer corner here. And I want to blend both the shimmers as much as I can. And as you can see, I am patting away just to make sure that everything is blending. So I'm patting, and I'm going to go in again so that the outer corner is a bit deeper. So yeah, this was pretty easy. I want to go in with this same shimmer. I'm going to use the same brush. I know it's a bit dirty, and I'm going to go in with this again, and we're just going to highlight the brow. I'm not going to pick up so much. Just want to go in a little at a time. My brow. I want to dig in again with the same brush and the same shimmer, and I'm going to go in the inner corner of my eye just to highlight it. So now that we've finished, now we can go in with lips. I want to go in with my same favorite lip pencil, Totally Toffee again. These are my favorite lip liners. So this is Maybelline. The ones I actually really gravitate the most to is Totally Toffee and Raw Chocolate as well. So these are the ones that I know that are pretty close to lip shade, but just a little bit more pinkier. The lipstick that I want to go into is Fawn. So I think this is a perfect shade to go into, especially for the 90s lip side. So I noticed in another video, I didn't overline this enough, and that's because if I'm looking at my lips in the mirror, they look fairly even, but on camera, they really don't. So I'm really going to just overdraw this side of my lip. And I'm not going to overdraw this lip as much. So okay, so it looks like this side is a lot bigger than it actually is. Like, it looks like this side looks bigger than this side, and that's because I'm looking through a mirror, and I guess that explains why mirrors lie. And I'm not gonna fluff out the liner. I'm going to go in with the lip bullet, and this is, I don't really explain things very well, so this is Lisa Eldridge and this is Velvet Fawn, and so it's another shade that is really light, and I thought this is gonna work for my skin. I think it goes. So it's a lot lighter than the eyeshadow here, so I think this lipstick really goes with the 90s. But if I really wanted to match this lipstick with these eyes, I'm thinking going in with glossy lips. So I'm gonna put this over the lips and I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna put on a little bit, so I'm gonna put that much on my, sorry, the autofocus is always on my face. And I'm just gonna dab a little bit onto my lips. And there we go. I think we have like more of like an updated look here. So this is more in tune with like today. Now I'm going to zoom back and we're going to finish this makeup. You can see I already have blush on my cheeks as well. I want to do some retouches because throughout the day you might find that your skin is a bit more oily, so you're gonna have to try and lightly tap off right where you feel like you need your skin to be less shiny, because you don't want your skin to look greasy, you want it to look dewy. So I like placing a little bit of the powder for the center of my face. So this is Charlotte Tilbury, so this is the same powder that I was using before, and this one is Airbrush Flawless Finish, because I have dry skin, so I like having dewy skin. And for the day makeup, you notice that I probably didn't highlight the sides of my, like the tops of my cheeks, and I'm going to do that again. So with this same shimmer, for the 90s side here, I'm going to just dab a little bit here, because in the 90s everything was less is more type of a look. Go in with this big brush here. Make sure everything looks good. And then for this side, I want to go in with a bit of shimmer. So I'm going to go in with Charlotte Tilbury. I really love this, and this is just her primer. So this is what I really love to use as a highlighter. It's not going to be that strong. So again, I put it on my hand here, and I'm just going to tap on just a little bit on the top of my cheek here. For this, I really like using this on the bridge of my nose, so just the top bridge, and then I go just ever so slightly to the top of my nose too, and then blend it all out. I forgot to put it on the cupid's bow of my lips, but it's too late now. So might be a big difference, might not be. If this highlight is not enough, I'm gonna go in with Anastasia. So this is the Amorisi, like, I'm sorry. So I'm gonna go in with like a fluffy brush, and I know this isn't, I don't think this is available anymore. And I'm going to just put on just a little bit on the tops of my cheek, just on the top of my cheek here. So much. I think top here would be really nice. And here's an honorable mention to the matte highlighter. So this is just a highlighter that's just 3 times lighter than the shade of your skin, and this is just a concealer from DCM. And so I'm just going to place this at the high points of my cheeks. And so this isn't anything new, and this is still being used in today. So when you look at magazines and you look at skin that looks dewy and fresh, it's because it was a matte highlighter. And so you can see the difference. One side doesn't emphasize texture, whereas the other side looks natural. I want to go in with bronzer again. So I want to use a big fluffy brush, so just a little bit. So I want to try and blend everything out. So this is actually Kosa. So this is my favorite bronzer. It's shimmery in the package here, but then when you put it on, it looks like a mixture between matte and shimmer. So it's not like a metallic highlight or metallic bronzer. So it really like brings like warmth to your skin. There we go. So I really hope you guys like this and that you might want to recreate it as well. So let me know. Oh yeah, big reveal. So I'm gonna put my hair down. This is the same hair that I had blow dried and I wore it in a bun for 2 days. So this is what it looks like finally down, and so my roots are definitely a lot greasy, but I still have like volume to my hair. This is just genetics, so I have naturally thick hair. There's no extensions in my hair. This is just all me. My hair is going to look like this for about 10 minutes and then it's just gonna go flat. That's just how it is. Another trick that I really like doing is I'll part my hair on the side like this, and so this side will be more volume and then this side will not. And so you can see like I shed like crazy and I can't help it. So 2 days in a bun, of course I'm gonna have like this much hair falling out. There we go. And then when this side gets flat, I just flip it over to the other side. So that's my hair hack. And in the other video, probably noticed I had a double chin. The only difference is I've been doing more facial massages. So I don't know. I think it's helped. So let me know if you want to know how I do my facial massages, just so that I have like more of a lifted face. And so I think that my face looks a lot more chiseled. So thank you for watching, and please stay tuned for more videos, and okay, bye-bye.